Jesus, dude. That is fucking strong.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you again for tuning in. As you can tell by today's title of the video, I am about 2-ish weeks in, 2 to 3 weeks in of experimenting with methanol and data logging. I still don't know if I have my final revision yet. I believe Cary's on vacation, which is probably well-deserved. Anyway, I'm about 2 to 3 weeks in, and I've already noticed my first problem. And it's really nothing to do with the car. It's nothing to do with the tune. One of the problems I'm running into is something I never thought I would have, and I'm now really curious what other people are doing who are running meth in my situation. So that is when it comes time to refill the tank. I never thought this would be a thing. So let me tell you what I'm talking about here. Open up the trunk. Okay, so we know what the trunk looks like for the F80 M3 and F82 M4. And I'm, as you know, sporting the Stealth tank by Burger Motorsports. Very clean setup. So here's the thing. Brian at least had the foresight to give me extra slack for the lines that run to the engine bay and also the electrical lines that go to the fuse box, which, let me take this out here because it'd be a little bit easier to show you guys. So we're just gonna set that there. So like I said, Brian at least had the forethought to give extra slack so you can take this tank, lift it up, and put it closer to the trunk, which is awesome. For other people who did not think about that and just cut these lines to length, that's even more difficult. So what I'm talking about is trying to refill this from here when you have that can is actually very challenging, and I never thought this would be a thing. So here's this little rinky-dink funnel I have, but I looked for other funnels online and I found ones with a really long stem, but a small opening like this one, or a really large opening, but a short stem. And I have yet to see one that has a really large opening and a really long stem. If you guys find that, let me know. Even with the perfect funnel, has a large mouth opening and a long stem, I still don't see how it's a one-person job. I think I found a really awesome solution, and I'm here to share that with you guys today. Let's go check it out. So, if you are installing this or you're going to take it to a shop to have it installed, you should definitely take this idea that Brian had and give yourself extra length, extra slack for the lines. Not only for the lines that go to the engine bay, to the J-pipe or the charge pipe, but also the electrical ones that go to the fuses as well. Also, while this is out, or while you're going to refill, it's a good time just to make sure everything is still tight and snug, there's no leaks or anything like that. You should definitely check it every once in a while. Now that this is here, I can see that I'm about a little less than half, but there is a lot of sloshing going on when I'm accelerating or turning, and I am getting that low level light on the gauge. Now, I think I'm actually fine. I do appreciate that Brian put that low level sensor on the front. And the reason it's good to have it on the front of the tank instead of the back is, yeah, even though you accelerate and you might get a couple more false warnings that you're low, it's better than on the back when you accelerate and you're always going to get a false positive that you're good when you actually really could be much lower than you are. I'm just going to top it off since I have some extra. I still need to do data logging with the meth map, and then I'm going to move on to the E85 with meth. And I'm going to the track in a couple weeks, so I will be burning through this. But I want to try out this new tool, and if it's successful, then hopefully you guys can use the idea and make topping off meth a lot easier in your life. So I went online and I was trying to think, what other type of funnel could I use where it didn't really require like two people, one to hold the hose and the funnel and the other person to pick up the pail, because yeah, 5 gallons, it has a little bit of weight to it. It's not so much about just the weight, but how long you hold it. You don't want to get meth in your trunk. That is a bad day. Meth and carpet in a trunk is no bueno. So, I got this. And I'm hoping this will make my life easier and that I'll be able to do this by myself and not need a partner or a friend to always help me refill. But it's a battery operated hose pump. Great for emergency generators, equipment, utility machinery for use with gasoline, kerosene, diesel, light oils, and non-potable water. So it doesn't say meth, but it says gasoline, kerosene, diesel. I'm sure it's fine. Hopefully that hose is long enough. Install 2 D batteries. Well, I need to go get D batteries, because D batteries? I gotta go get batteries real quick. All right. 1, 2. All right. And then this end is to get submerged into the tank, which we want to get out of, and this goes into the receiving tank. I'm hoping that this is still long enough. I looked for one that had the longest hose length, and I think this one was supposed to be close to 3 feet. So we'll see. And just for reference, I'll show you how awkward it would be even trying to take this. Imagine there was a funnel, but you have a funnel here. It starts, as soon as you get to this angle, it starts to come out. When this is full of 5 gallons, it already starts to come out. And just trying to keep a hand on the funnel and this when it's full, it's not that easy. Okay. So submerged, is it gonna fit? It just fits. This just barely went in, and actually it's gonna be tough to get out. It's gonna be, look at that. That just barely made it. That just barely made it. Anyway, so that just fit. Ugh, okay. And the hose, I was worried about how long that would be, and look at that. That looks like it's going to be perfect. So now, it says that I should be able to use this as a clip if I have some type of lip. I don't know if that'll be the case in this situation, but let's take this off, carefully put that to the side, and maybe, oh, look at that. That is genius. All right, let's see if this baby will work. Here goes nothing. And literally nothing. Nothing is happening. Nothing is happening. All right. What's happened? One of the last things in the instructions, which was kind of interesting, and it's kind of nice, but it was a little annoying because I thought I received a broken unit. Pump will stop automatically when the receiving tank is full. You can also stop the pump manually by turning the power off. So that was so far down there that it was actually touching a liquid line, and so it thought it was full, but it really, obviously we know we're about halfway, but this was going down to the halfway point, and it has a sensor, and it felt liquid, so it was just like, I'm not gonna pump. So as soon as I lifted this up, I had to go to the off switch again, then back on, and then I could actually hear something. But I need to lift this up just a little bit, and then I'm now going to hit the on switch, and there we go. You can hear it now. It's very quiet. Probably hear the liquid more than the actual pump. No weird, awkward funnel. Don't need 2 people. This is the way to do it. So I am just gonna make sure there's no drips. Take that over there. I know you guys can't see it because it's pretty clear, but I'm like 3 millimeters down from the rim. So, probably shouldn't have done that much. But anyway, this thing is clutch. Nice and snug. But now I'm gonna lower this back in. I just have to make sure that these wires are kind of like up here. So thankful that Brian gave me that extra slack. Just so they're out of the way and they don't get pinched. I'm gonna put the cover on. That is gonna make my life so much easier. I already feel better about just being able to use it by myself, not needing a friend, and not worrying about any type of spilling. Well worth it. See the description below for that link. If you liked today's content or if you found anything useful, give me a thumbs up, also comment. If you haven't done it already, please subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. I will catch you guys next time. Out.